Dave Levine here. Thanks for joining me for today's Sports Story Snapshot. Today's theme is self-belief. Now, self-belief is really important for all of us actually, but it's actually really present for me at the moment, given I've had a couple of days of real deep reflection, using the one of the themes being reflection and also grief and sort of things changing and maybe losing some of what I had before. And it's really come to the fore today because I've had both some really positive news in terms of some new clients that have come on board and some new coaching work to be sort of engaged with. Yeah, I've also received some feedback in terms of a piece of work which I've been part of a bid for, which was unsuccessful. So it's really tapped into that idea of self-belief and that respect for oneself, and where do you take your respect and where do you take your value and your worth from when sort of considering your self-belief. And I think it's really a key part for me is around really appreciating and understanding your strengths and your weaknesses, and knowing what you're good at and knowing areas which you're less good at, and you can actually engage with other people. So it's quite present, and it, I guess, really feeds onto that idea of self-confidence. How do we go again and really play to that idea that strengths are being really important. And for me, why I'm wanting to talk about it today is because do I spin off the back of the less good news in terms of actually it was not so successful, or recognise the learning and the energy that went into that and the possibilities that might come out of it to sort of move that forward and actually build on that as a real positive and a strength? Or do you focus on the areas of disappointment and actually things that are not going so well, and actually does that then end up helping you sort of spiral down? For me, in the work that I do as a leadership coach and a supporter of other people and a developer of coaches and leaders and teachers and parents and all sorts of different people in different contexts, for me it's really building on the strengths, recognising, yeah, we do have areas to develop, but I want to really grow, build, cement that self-belief, because it's the fundamental underpinning for me in terms of what we do and how we do it. And life is full of roller coasters, ups and downs, where we might get some really great big knocks, but we also need to celebrate the highs and the successes, and be able to build on that inner belief and that self-belief. So for me today is just to leave the thought with you around actually, where are you at with your self-belief? How can you actually cement that, grow it, evolve it, develop it? I don't think it's something we just do overnight like that. It's something that we have to work with constantly and be aware of, and look at tactics and strategies to focus on building that confidence. And a little tip from me would be, to go around the world and look at things that you do well. Maybe jot them down at the end of the day, because if we go around the world looking for things that make us feel good and that we've been successful at, then we're more likely to see more of them, and that in turn build our self-belief and our worth and cement our self-regard. So one little tip there, one little challenge to go around and have a look and see what you do. Always, please let me know how you do get on with these little snapshots and these little ideas. It's great to get the feedback. As always, the website's www.sportsstories247, where there's lots of content and information regarding development and you as a person, just to support, to help, but also to challenge you on your way. And I'm really delighted to hear from you and hear some of your successes. But conversely, if you want to just have a chat around, how do I build this and how do I grow and work with some of myself regarding my self-belief and confidence, then drop me a line. Other than that, have a great day, and I look forward to you joining me in the next day or so. Take care and see you soon.